start things off for Georgia. 3-2. And he spins it out. So both teams having trouble finding the range early.
Well, it is early, and I think they're just trying to, they're going to feel each other out too, get a feel for who's going to be getting the ball more frequently, and it'll settle down in a couple more points.
Set by Gray. Darian Haynes, another no-doubter.
Yep.
If you give him that all day,
I would feed Darian all day long. He's a special player.
Nice little tip play. Well played off the net. Free ball for Seneca. Oh, nice dig. Oh, ball's still alive. Cuts it out. That was a good rally.
That was a very good rally. There's a lot of, again, they're trying to feel each other out, so a little more tipping in that rally than we'd seen in the past. So good movement on defense, both sides.
Good dig by the libero. Oh, just couldn't finish the play.
No, the set was a little low and he tried to force that.
Grizzlies have a 6-3 lead. Haynes to serve. Out of play, service over. Oh, tip.
Yeah, the guy number 5 there, he did get his little hand on it at the end. So timeout now for Seneca.
Timeout for Seneca. Georgian Grizzlies with a 7-3 lead early in set number 1. Show you the replay.
Yeah. I can see that, the number 5 there from Seneca. Dilshan Shobasinghe. He did reach for it, and then he even admitted after when he got the call that, yep, I touched it. You know, the volleyball is kind of a game where you do get a lot of a really gentleman type of feel. They'll make that call and help the referee out, especially when it's moving that fast.
Yeah, certainly a different pace to this game than there is in the women's game, isn't there? The power, the speed.
Yeah, you see the women move a lot more defensive game and getting the ball up. You'll see that here on the replay. Oh. And nope, it's going to end.
All right, we're back to live action. Coming out of the timeout, Darren Haynes still set to serve. 7-3 Georgia. And he hits it out of bounds. Service over. Seneca gets the ball back.
There are so many times that a player will miss a serve right after a timeout. Drives coaches crazy.
It really happens. Yeah. I'm sure as a coach you know that too. Jordi Romero showing the hops. Yeah, he can really get off.
He can really get up in the air. Yeah, and I don't even think he hit that hard, and it might have threw the defender off a little bit.
Romero to serve 8-4 Grizzlies. Nice attempt at the tip, but just couldn't reach it. Georgian with a point, 9-4.
Yeah, as a coach, you just want that hitter to get out there, and he just didn't get out there fast enough for that. That was a good set.
Liam Gray with the block. Talk about a guy with springs.
Yep, he got up there. And the hitter really, he did the right thing. He used Liam, the ball was coming out, and then he just happened to hit him. So, a little bit of bad luck.
Oh, a rocket serve by Romero. Subasinghe couldn't handle it. 11-4, Georgian leads, and Seneca takes their second time out of the set.
Yeah, a serve like that, you can see the player from Seneca, I didn't get his number, but he just kept moving his arms with the ball instead of just letting the ball hit him, and that would have come up. But that's what happens when those fast serves. You don't have long to think about it.
Not at all.
Okay.
Romero with the serve, and then...
And there you see that ball coming off the hitter.
And Liam Gray getting up there, shortest guy in the court to block it.
We give credit to the Seneca setter for giving that ball back to the same guy that made the error in the previous play. Give it to him again, get that confidence for him into the next play. Even though it got blocked, he did get a good hit out of it. So that'll hold well later on in the match.
Romero to serve, 11-4 Georgia. Oh!
Great play. That's just actually a serving mistake. You serve at the libero, who's your best defensive and passer. That's what happens. Good pass, good set, boom.
11-5 Georgian. Malik Welsh made no mistake on that one. Out. Tom Geikus hits it out. Service over 12-5. Georgia. Way long. 12-6, service over.
When you got a big lead like this, you can take a few more risks. Try and do something a little differently, get a little more pace on the serve.
And he serves it long. Malik Welsh long again. Service over 13-6.
So I would expect another tough serve from Georgian coming.
Geikus. Gray. Nice dig. Subasinga. Patch. Haynes. Off the net, but in.
Oh. Yeah, you just can't give up those free balls, and Seneca give that free ball to Darian's just too strong in the front to stop.
That's long. Service over 14-7.
Well, they're closing the gap closer, slowly, but Georgian's got to get a couple quick points here.
Savina Marquez to serve. Gray with a set. Hatcher. Haynes. Oh, tip. Oh!
That's a good call by the official there. He reached over the net. You'll notice, though, that Darian's not really getting a full swing in the ball. The set's just a little bit too high for him. Just needs to get that. They got to start clicking. They'll get there.
Gray again. Subasinga. Hatcher or Haynes with a well-placed bump.
That's a bad.
I know.
Bad mistake on their part, but definitely helped out Georgian. There's a couple of good hits in there. They're playing some good defense from Seneca.
Off the block. Nice power hit by Gurjat Ball.
That was a good swing. Yeah.
15-9. Georgian, Dilshan Subasinga to serve. Gray. Out of bounds. Oh, off a tip. Tip ball. Georgia got it in. 16-9.
Hit a really good pass off that play. That was made all the difference.
Serve. And serves it long. 16-10.
Seneca's getting closer and closer here. I think Georgia's going to have to get a couple of good points to close the gap. They're outscoring them about 2-1.
Gray, Romero, tip, Subasinga. Gray again. Too far outside. A little too cute, wasn't it?
Yeah, he set that ball a little bit flat too, and Jordy did a good job actually getting to it.
16-11. Seneca's close within 5. Ball hit the floor?
Yeah, the ball was on the floor. Lines people both got that. Flags went down, referee picked it up. That's what, you know, they're working well as a team, so that's what you want as a coach.
Darren Haynes to serve, 17-11. Nice return. Oh. And again, like we were talking about, mistakes. Georgian is going to make Seneca pay if you make a mistake.
So, you know, nice little overpass, and they're not going to make that mistake, that's for sure.
Malik Welsh takes advantage of that great set.
He's playing very well for Seneca right now. He seems to be right on key.
18-12.
I'd be setting him all the time.
For sure. Good jab ball to serve. Gray. Oh, nice cut down the line.
Yeah, there was
Michael Force.
I don't know if you noticed, but the players kind of looked at each other. There was kind of a defensive error there. Somebody went the wrong spot. So.
Romero. Someone go over the line there?
Yeah, Malik Welsh, he just had his foot on that line coming out of the back row. Great play though, but just over.
2012. Oh, a heck of a rocket serve there. Very tough to defend.
So you can see now Georgian's hitting those hard serves, and the defenders are backing up, and he dropped that one in front of him. So it was a great serve by Jordy.
21-12. Service over, 21-13.
Again, they got a little more room now. They can take a little more risks.
Tom Geikus to serve. Gray. Romero. Powers it off the block.
Yeah.
22-13. Got Bowen Mitten, the Aussie import, serving. Ball. Subasinga cuts it cross court. It's too hot to handle.
Actually, his first swing was the better of the two, but you know, it was tight to the net. He used the block, and the Seneca was ready to regroup and then get the kill. So good positive play.
Malik Welsh. Right. Oh, Forrest doesn't make any mistake on that one. Value of a good setter there, isn't it? 23-14, Georgian leads Seneca Sting in game 1. Forrest with the serve. Galbiati. Oh, a hammer. Pro saves it. Gray keeps it in play. Galbiati again. Big save by Romero. Bowen Mitten takes a little off.
Takes a little off, and the defenders were ready, but just couldn't get to that ball.
24-14. We have set point here.
You see the blockers for Seneca following Darren Haynes too, so you know the last 3 sets are out of the back row.
Forced to serve for the set. Nice safe serve. Galbiati. Subasinga. Oh. And there he is again. Once he unloads, it's really hard to defend him, isn't it?
Yeah, he's He's got a good vertical, and he's swinging very well. Smart, too, in his swing. Very deceptive with that shoulder.
Savita Marquez to serve. Gray. Hatcher. Haynes. A nice little tip.
They weren't ready for that.
They don't expect that from the big man, do they?
No.
Georgia wins the first set 25-15 and leads the match 1-0.
Yeah, I think Seneca just had a few too many errors in that set. And I think if they correct that going in there, it'll be a tighter set for Georgian. So.
Well, as we were saying earlier too, Brad, this is a fast-paced game. If you blink, you kind of miss what's going on.
Yeah, that's what the guys' game does. That's why the crowd sticks around. They like the defensive part of the girls' game, but in the guys' game, they just like the big power. So. Sure. You can see in the highlights there's a lot of scrambling going on that's going to be good for Georgian to keep their feet moving and hopefully finish that off.
So as a coach, Brad, when you see this, is this some of this scrambly play just an indication it's the first game of the season for both teams?
It's early in the season, and teams are, some of the guys are getting used to each other. Even though Georgian's got a lot of the same players, they are still getting used to each other, and quite frankly, the whole scrambliness that's gonna leave. They're gonna have a little more control. Another couple weeks of a few more meaningful games. Like league is a lot more meaningful than it is in exhibition play.
So if you're the Seneca coach right now, what are you saying to your team after coming out of the first time?
Actually, I would tell them to reduce errors. Like they're just making some service errors and some bad passing, and just correct those two things. Make a huge difference in the set. So, I don't think they're playing without passion. They're just making errors, and they realize it. So.
Well, we're getting set to go here for set number 2. Georgian leads the match 1-0 with a 25-15 win in the first set of the match.
Exact same lineups are on the floor as first set.
We've got Thorup starting in at libero. We've got Bowen Mitten in as well. Romero, Perot, Haynes, Gray.
Yeah, you got Liam will lead off with the first serve for Georgian like he traditionally does. So
Malik Welsh to start for Seneca. And serves it in at 1-0 Georgian. Not the start you're looking for if you're Seneca.
No.
Richard Ing in as a libero for Seneca. Liam Gray to start things off for Georgia. Marquez, ball, a nice hit. Nice adjustment by Romero, and he ends up getting a point. It's really nice to have a guy that's athletic at the outside to be able to adjust.
Oh, and the
set's not right
the
there.
libero coming in making that great outside set too. That was
good teamwork. Gray to go again, 2-0. Subasinga. Daikus. Ready to set. Haynes. And again, that short set to Haynes, really tough to defend.
It is, and he's really just not getting that full swing on it. I mean, they're just not clicking right now, but they're scoring, which, I mean, that's the battle. That's what they got to do.
Marquez. A little miscommunication there.
Yeah, I think he called a play. They're just talking about it now, kind of like a pitcher and a catcher. You know, all of a sudden the wrong pitch comes in, and the catcher's like, I can't stop that. So.
Timeout called by Seneca. 4-0 Georgian. Start of the second set here at the Georgian Athletic Center in the season opener for both teams.
Yeah, they're giving them, you know, even though it's 4-0, it's still there's some exciting stuff going on. See the Seneca girls there dancing away with the music, so they're into the match.
We have Gray with a nice set.
Yeah, you'll see Darian just, you know, able to get his palm on it, kind of throw it down. So still scored.
Still scored, but you think it's timing's a little off. You want him to be able to hammer that.
Just a touch off, and that's part of being early in the season, right? Even though they've done some exhibition games and the practices are there, drills and practices aren't the same as a game. They're still working on stuff, so it'll come. We'll see it tonight. You'll see a couple nice good hits.
All right, team set to come out of the timeout. Georgia with a 4-0 lead. Liam Gray still set to serve.
So Seneca coach calling that timeout early in the set, probably just to settle his team down. You know, a couple of mistakes there. Let's remember what we talked about, and they'll get going.
And see if it can affect the server. Nice block by Haynes.
That's what you want after a timeout. I mean, that was a good dynamic serve right down the line, and you know everything was positive there. That was a good play on both parts.
Gray again to serve. 5-0 Georgia. Marquez, nice little tip. Oh, the libero gets there.
Got there a bit early, and then so his arm was already extended. So
service over 5-1. We have Savina Marquez set to serve for the Seneca Sting. Nice short set. That's what you want. You want Darren to be able to unload.
Now they're starting to click.
For that. 6-1.
What Georgia did is they flooded the zone there. Blocker didn't know where to go.
Perot to serve. Marquez. Subasinga. Nice save. But that was more of defending himself from not getting killed play than anything else.
He got it up, and almost there was a positive play, you know, on the power hitter, Georgia.
Sure. 6-2, Subasinga to serve. Ray. Goes cross court. Nice play by Romero.
Yeah, Jordy really hit that well. His whole shoulder was showing line. The blocker went to the pin, and he just cut that. That was a very good play.
7-2.
His dad's over there smiling too in the stands, so always good to see.
All right, Haynes set to serve. 7-2.
Get it up.
That's it. Geikus, and it's out of bounds.
Boy,
good defense by Georgian.
Seneca got the party ball, and he got a little excited, and he just missed it.
8-2 Georgian. Haynes to serve. Set by Force. Nice block. Ing. Geikus. Gray. Perot out of the backcourt.
Oh, just reached for that ball and touched it, so. Yeah, Jordy seems to be getting a lot of balls right now, and Seneca is kind of scrambling, trying to figure out where it's going to go.
Well, he's like you said, he's got such great technique. It's really hard to tell where he's going to put it. Haynes with the serve. Ball. Oh. Haynes almost makes the kick play, but it doesn't quite work.
But Jordy's, you know, we can talk about his parents being here, his dad here, but his dad's an excellent volleyball coach. He's won a few offset titles and knows the game very, very well, yeah.
Where does his father coach? Where does Jordy's?
He doesn't coach anymore. He was at Mayfield Secondary School for years. And,
wow.
And Peel Selects Volleyball Club.
10-3, Romero's serve. Into the net, service over. 10-4 for Georgia. Gujat ball to serve. Gray out to Mitten. Nice save. Welsh unfortunately couldn't.
Just a little bit of miscommunication there.
And again, that's part of the early season challenges for both teams.
Every team's going through that.
Georgia with an 11-4 lead. Bowen Mitten a serve. Ing, Marquez, Subasinga, Perot. Subasinga with the save. Marquez outside the Geikus. Thorup. Too much to handle.
Yeah, that all started with Eric reaching back on that ball and causing a libero, and they ended up with a free ball, and you know, any team's going to score on that, and you got to just have that better communication there.
11-5, Geikus to serve. Again, they go after Thorup.
Seneca's they're starting to get, you know, their act together now. They've definitely putting some stuff there.
11-6, Geikus to serve. Marquez, Welsh, Thorup, Romero. Free ball for Seneca. Ing. Marquez with a set. Oh, no mistake by Subasinga. No. Some bad defensive play on Georgia.
It'd be a good,
Georgia.
you know, that Seneca's outscored Georgian 7-5 since that timeout, and they gotta take a look at that.
Geikus to serve again. 11-7. Bowen. Oh. And
that's a good timeout by the Georgian coach.
Timeout call by Georgian. Seneca Sting outscored Georgian 8-5 in the last little bit to close the gap to 11-8.
Yeah. 3 points. It's easy to tie the game then.
So you can see here Ing with a nice set. Right over to Subasinga.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Just went right over top of Liam Graham. That was a very good set on that play. But again, Seneca should be doing that, but they haven't been getting the passing, so they're starting to pick it up. That was a good timeout call by Georgian. Reed Saxby making that call at that time, and now he can regroup the guys. And all they need to do is take the ball back, and all of a sudden it's a 4-point lead. Well, you know, they can really spread it out.
For sure. So big serve coming up here. Georgia can get the point back. 5-point lead.
Yeah.
If not, then it's down to 3 and nervous Nelly time. If there's such a thing in the second set.
Actually, yeah, the second set can be your most dangerous. It's the one where you can lose that momentum, and all of a sudden it's hard to recoup in the third. So definitely the one you want to win.
Tom Geikus to serve. 11-8, Georgia. Set. Perot. Much better this time.
That was actually a design play, I would guess, right out of the timeout. We're just going to feed Eric Perot there, and let's make sure we get that point.
Thorup out as libero. Haynes back in. Michael forced to serve. 12-8. Again, there's mistakes that are just going to cost Seneca.
And that's
3 balls like that.
Yeah, Darian, with his experience, isn't going to make a mistake with that. So, well done.
13-8. Force to serve. Geikus. Welsh saves it. Geikus free ball for Georgian. Romero. Perot again. Oh, and Seneca gets called for being on the net.
Yeah, the setter just touched the net. They're trying to get up a little higher.
14-8. And now Seneca's turn to take a timeout. After fighting their way back, they've lost that momentum.
3 straight points. And Georgian's got, you know, with Darian Haynes and Eric Perot in the front, it really puts pressure on the defense.
Here we go. Nice set by Liam.
Here, going to Eric. And
if you give Eric that type of set, that type of time, really hard to defend.
And the middle has to stay just a little bit longer. Liam Gray is good enough. He'll dump that ball. And then also with Darian there, he's got to wait, and he's late coming to the block. It's
And that's again the challenge is that a team with 3 all-stars in its starting lineup presents.
And they're all, right? He has 3 really good players in the front row. It could go anywhere. So.
And as we were saying in the intro, you know, with Jordan Romero really starting for the first time full-time this year, he's certainly all-star caliber as well. Marquez, Subasinga, right down the line. And certainly when Subasinga is on, Seneca can roll.
He's,
Substitution.
Welsh coming out.
Hit one there yet. Go back.
And number 11, Isaiah Foghand coming in. Or Foga coming in. Foga to serve. Oh, it's into the net. Substitution again, Foga out, Welsh back in. Coming in as a serving specialist.
And he'll come right out, the libero going in, so. Yep,
Richard Ing back in. Liam Gray to serve, 15-9 Georgia. Geikus with the bump, set by Marquez. Subasinga, nice save by Mitten. Perot. Set, Romero, off the block, Ing. Marquez. Subasinga.
Milton made a great dig in the back row there. The boys, that was a really good hit by Seneca.
Nice attempt by Gray, but not quite being able to turn it. Marquez to serve. Gray.
So Liam Gray there, he had no choice. He can't play that ball above the height of the net over, and it was just the pace wasn't there for him to get his hands on it. So that's a tough play.
Seneca hanging around. Set.
There you go.
Nice play by Darren, almost returned by Seneca.
Darian really cut that ball back nicely. That's starting, you know, like I said, they're going to start clicking, and there it is.
16-11. Eric Perot to serve. Subasinga. Nice play by Romero. Free ball for Seneca. Marquez. Mitten. Does what he has to do. Makes it work. Sometimes it's not pretty.
Well, he kind of did a little delay jump there, and that the block was on its way down. So
as long as you can get a piece of it, there's
got
nothing
it over.
that the defense can do. 17-11. Perot to serve. And again. Yes. Romero. Perot, just too much power.
Too much. They were so congested in the middle there. I didn't know who was going to get that ball. And Eric comes right out of the backcourt. Good swing.
18-11. Just a little mistiming there on Seneca's part.
Yeah, again, I don't know if that's a play they were wanting to run, because with the setter being so far away, it's hard to get that ball out to the 3 zone. So
19-11. to the net, service over. No, not a service over. Another point for Georgia as they go up 20-11. Perot's really got on a nice run here serving, eh?
Oh, yeah, Georgian serving is really putting Seneca under a lot of pressure.
As a coach, that's what you like to see. You like to see that guy consistently hitting a tough serve, but if he can repeat that serve and it's working, keep doing what works.
And you know, he's hitting the target. Like, they're signaling where to serve that ball, and he's been very consistent.
Service over, though, 20-12 now. Subasinga set to serve. Off the net, Gray. Romero keeps it in play. Marquez. Ball. Haynes with this. Romero. Oh, no doubt again.
Beautiful.
Well done.
You know, both teams were displaying some tough, tough plays, and they were just using their strength to get it over. And then finally, nice little ball. Liam set. Beautiful ball there to Jordy. Put it away.
Michael Forrest comes out. Jacob Watson in the game. Darren Haynes to serve. 21-12. Too tough to handle there for Richard Ing.
Again, the tough serves helping him out.
22-12. And again, Marquez, Geikus, Gray. Perot out of the backcourt, nice save. Galbiati with a nice save. Ing puts it in the backcourt. Perot over to Gray. Nitton reaches. Marquez, Ing. Back the ball. Nice block. Too much.
It's a really good swing on Seneca there. He just went for the high hands, and that's all he did. Used that block to his advantage.
Thorpe in it. Libero. Haynes out. 22-13. We have Galbiati to serve. Nice save. Little miscommunication there.
Passes a little tight to the net, causes a little grief.
22-14. Adriano Galbiati to serve for Seneca. Okay. Jacob Watson. No miscommunication that time.
That's good. Good play by the young guy.
Thorpe out. Haynes back in. Jordy Romero to serve. 23-14. Out of play.
A couple of serves Jordy's missed. Just his toss is just a little bit off, but not terrible. So just a little adjustment.
Yeah. For Jap ball to serve. Gray. Minton gets lucky with one off the net.
Yeah.
24-15.
Yeah, he's kind of smiling there. A lot of times it'll hit that net and go out of bounds on you, but that just seemed to spin down for him.
Set point here, 24-15 with Bowen Minton set to serve. Subasinga. Tip ball, 24-16, service over. You have Tom Geikus. Set to serve. Still match, or set point. Thorpe. Liam Gray with an outstanding athletic play. That's the type of play you get from your two-time All-Canadian.
That's just experience right there. Knowing where to block that ball. That was an excellent block.
So Georgia wins set number 2, 25-16, leads the match 2 games to nothing. You're here at Georgian Grizzlies game, match of the week, and we are now going to be taking a break for these messages, and we'll be right back.
Perfect.
Welcome back to the Georgian Athletic Center, where the Seneca Sting are taking on the Georgian Grizzlies in the season opening match of the 2018-19 OCAA volleyball season. Georgian leads the match 2-0 and have had a pretty commanding performance so far, haven't they?
Yeah, they've been in charge, but we were talking between break there about lining up different, and Seneca's adjusted. They moved it 2 spots different, so you could have a different lineup going into this. I mean, blockers and hitters, but
nice serve by Romero to just kick things off for Georgia. 1-0.
And Georgian serving is just really dominating this match.
It really is. Number 3, Cameron Calhoun's in for Georgian to start this third set. And serves it into the net.
Yeah,
Jordi Romero still having a tough time with his serves, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, it's something to work on in practice.
1-1. Savina Marquez will serve. Pearl puts it over.
They had that read properly, just didn't execute.
Two to 1. Georgia, and as we just heard the Seneca coach say, you have to finish the block on that play. Another service error.
So again, you're up 2-0, and Georgia's maybe being a little high risk right now, and they can afford to. They can try things.
Dilshan Subasinga to serve. 2-2. Gray. Big block, but out of bounds.
That's just the power of Eric Perot there, just making sure he can use that block and drives the ball outside. Way across the court out of bounds.
Amazing strength. 3-2, Perot to serve. Ing, Marquez, Gaikas. Too hot to handle for Jordi Romero. Point for Seneca, 3-3.
Again, you see Seneca there got a good pass, able to get a set and move their hitters around. So
Ing out, Welsh in. Galbiati to serve. Thorup. Oh, and Cameron Calhoun gets into the game with a solid kill.
Hey, credit Liam Gregg. Went to the young guy there and he puts the ball away. Boy, his confidence is going to go through the roof.
4-3. Haynes set to serve. Force coming in, Thorup out. Gaikas, Marquez, Welsh. Oh, no mistake.
Looks like this third set's going to be a close one.
4-4. It's a great short set there by Marquez, and Welsh capitalized on it. Ball to serve. Perot, Gray, Romero. Oh, they almost saved it. But literally that was a ricochet ball for 2 hits. Not really.
You're being treated as some good volleyball right now. There's been good passing, good setting, good hitting. It's a pleasure.
Calhoun to serve. 5-4 Georgian. Marquez, Gaikas, Calhoun.
Out, go!
Romero. Romero beats the block. Gets a point. 6-4 Georgian.
Seneca had perfect timing on that block, and they just kind of didn't press, didn't seal that net.
Calhoun to serve. Gaikas off the block. Haynes with the save. Liam. Big hit by Forrest. Glances it off the block. Another point for Georgian. 7-4.
All starts with that pass. Good serve on Cameron Calhoun there, though. You got a big crowd here, you know, and they're not used to it coming out of high school.
No, they're not. And we do have a very good crowd here today for the season opener. Galbiati, ball. Gaikas again. Oh, and that one cuts across court, stays in bounds, 7-5. And that was a big play for Seneca. They needed that to stay close.
Yep.
7-5, 8-4, big difference.
Again, another good pass. Seneca's starting to pass better, so Georgian's going to have to be aware.
Gaikas with the serve. Gray. Oh, and there's a wily veteran play, isn't it?
Yeah. Great play. They were, the middle blocker was already moving outside, and oops.
Liam snuck a peek, and that capitalized on it. Jordi Romero. Let's see if he can get a serve back. Marquez. Big block by Fours and Gray. Subasinga has been having a good game, and that was huge.
Jordi has got the serve in, let the block and defense do the work. So
Seneca with a timeout, 9-5 Georgian, set number 3.
You see that? Look at that block, just closed beautifully. Both of them there. They had nowhere to go with that hit.
That gives Georgian a 4-point lead here at this timeout. Big timeout for Seneca. Obviously the coach trying to change the momentum here, stay close in this game.
Yeah, some of the better teams, as long as they can serve well and they can block well, you can win a lot of games just by putting those two aspects together. You're going to get the odd good hit in there, you're unbeatable.
Romero with the serve. Rotation violation. What happened there, Brad?
Well, they come out of the timeout. One guy was overlapping with another. Even though the server puts the ball in the net, it's a point for Georgian, so we got a lucky break.
10-5 Georgian. Romero, Marquez, Welsh. Welsh again, Romero. Fours. Subasinga. We had a little adventure there.
We did.
Subasinga into the block, and it goes out of bounds and almost takes out the commentator's booth.
Our monitors are moving all over.
10-6. 10-6. Malik Welsh to serve. And Seneca's hanging around. Michael Forrest powers through the block.
That was
just
sheer
barely.
strength.
Welsh out. Libero Richarding in. Forrest to serve. 11-6 for the Grizzlies. Service is wide, 11-7.
Yeah, he hit that ball, but in all fairness, he was running a pattern there, and he kind of got the blocker to go one way. He went the other. Worked very well.
Sam Thorpe in at libero. Marquez to serve. Haynes with the save. Galbiati gets it back over. Calhoun able to power it off the block, out of bounds. Georgian gets the point, 12-7. Service over Liam Gray, two-time All-Canadian, set to serve for Georgian.
It's a tough serve coming. Seneca's going to have to be a good pass on this one.
Galbiati over the ball. Thorpe with the save, Gray. Oh, nice save. Ball again. Off the net. Oh, it's too hard to handle for Calhoun.
Yeah, Liam Gray
Great
did his
defense
job,
by
though.
Seneca.
Yeah, he got a really good serve. He created a bad pass, but Seneca just responded well.
12-8. Dilshan Subasinga to serve. And Seneca keeps hanging around and keeping this game close. Marquez, ball, Haynes, Gray, Calhoun, saves it again. Ing, Geikus, block. Oh, Haynes and Perot. Tough tandem to get it by.
That's a big block up there. But Georgians being very resilient on the other side. They're getting that ball up. You think it's going to be down, all of a sudden it's up and putting pressure.
13-8, Eric Perot to serve. Just a bit long. Service over, 13-9. We got Adriano Galbiati set to serve. Gray. Point. Calhoun able to power through, and Liam Gray keeps going back to the youngster.
It's the only way he's going to get some experience, and they got a little bit of a lead, so it's a good time to do it.
Fours in. Haynes serves it out of bounds, 14-10. And again, Seneca still staying close.
Sticking close. They definitely are playing a lot better in this third set than in the first two.
The jab ball into the net, and that momentum swing goes right back Georgian's way.
Hopefully I didn't jinx them.
15-10, Cameron Calhoun set to serve. Marquez, nice little tip. Gray. Perot powers it.
Yeah. Again, Seneca's just not sealing that block, and the young lad from Stainer back there, he's making those good serves.
He has been very consistent. 16-10, Grizzlies lead. Subasinga, Marquez, back the ball into the net. 17-10, and now Grizzlies starting to stretch the lead. And timeout taken by the Seneca Sting.
I was just going to say it'd probably be a good time for a timeout right now. Okay. Yeah, see, that's where Georgian's really resilient on that, right? The defense keeping the ball up, and then the really good block to finish. So that's what we were talking about. Georgian just keeping that ball off the floor, and that's what you want to do in the game. So.
Apparently they're having a little bit of fun, and they
looks like they're having a little too much fun. A 7-point lead can disappear, but can also loosen you up and make you unbeatable. So.
I suppose as a coach, you'll figure that one out. Whatever works. So Seneca's out of timeouts now. They've used both their timeouts.
Yeah, they've used both timeouts.
And basically will have to fight their way back into this to keep her going. Marquez. Ball. Nice block. Subasinga back to Marquez. Short set. Welsh puts it off the tip. And that's what they wanted coming out of the timeout, a point, get that ball back to get service.
Even though Seneca's out of timeouts, he can make some subs to slow the pace of the game down and still create some advantage.
Tom Geikus to serve. Perot, Gray, Calhoun, Marquez, Subasinga. Too much for Thorup, and Subasinga, well, if you give him an open hit like that, he has made Georgian pay every time.
He's got a very, very fast arm on that ball. So
17-12, they're back within 5. Perot, Gray. Oh, Romero.
So Georgian there between those two serves, they just switched their lineup over on the other side. You had a different look for the server, and they got a better pass out of it.
Jordan Romero's serve. Out, and he just can't find the range today, can he?
Yeah, he's struggling a little bit. but he's playing good defense and he's hitting the ball very well, so you really can't afford to take him off the floor.
18-13. Malik Welsh to serve for the Seneca Sting. Romero, Gray. Calhoun with a cross-court cutter. Catches the line. 19-13 Georgian. Darren Haynes back in. Sam Thorup out. Michael Fours to serve. Nice dig. Oh, just handcuffed the.
Just again, you know, swinging on that ball, and then the setter was able to get his hand on it, slow it down, and Seneca was able to turn something, you know, like a bad pass into a positive play.
19-14, Savina Marquez to serve for the Sting. Thorup, Gray to Perot, and again, too much for the block.
Too much.
For the Seneca Sting. 20-14, the Grizzlies get service back, and Liam Gray.
Eric Pro may be the fellow Georgia needs to win that playoff, you know.
He just very well might be. Ball over to Subasinga. Gray, Thorup, Calhoun. Didn't get any what he wanted on that. A little bit long.
Got a little ahead of the ball, but he still made a good swing on it.
20-15, Seneca's closed to within 5. Subasinga to serve. And into the net. That's not what you want at that point of the game.
Not when you're 5 away from tying the game and they have 5 to win it. You know, you can really fight here. But
21-15, Georgian leads. Eric Pro to serve. Out, just a bit out. Ball goes down the line, can't quite catch it. 22-15, Georgian leads.
Here's where Georgian has to bear down now. Finish this off.
And Perot hits it wide.
I think his toss was off a little bit. He's got his hand on the side of that ball instead of behind it like he'd been doing all game.
22-16, Malik back in the game. Hang out, Galbietti to serve. Thorup, Gray. Nice dig by Thorup. Oh, unlucky. Nice little set play between the two vets. That just didn't quite execute it.
Nope.
22-17. Adriano Galbietti to serve. Seneca back within 5.
You notice Jordy now hitting that ball from the power side to the right side. Right off the serve receive.
Gray. Romero, off the block and out of bounds.
Here's the block.
24-17.
So instead of switching over to the side he's normally playing on, he's kind of letting him set out in power.
23-17. Actually, Georgian leads. Kenneth Pokey's coming into the game for Georgian to serve. Darren Haynes is out. Subasinga, Geikus off the block. Gray off the block and out of bounds.
That's sheer power. Clear across the court on that off the block. It's a great play.
Match point for the Grizzlies here as Kenneth Pokey's set to serve. 24-17 Grizzlies. Oh, it's into the net.
7 times you shouldn't miss a serve, and that's one of them. Got to get that over in the match point.
24-18. Grisjat ball set to serve, match point. Fours and puts it to the open corner.
Didn't overhit it, just had to get it in the hole, and he got it
and
there.
That is it. 25-18, Georgian wins the third set to take the match 3-0 over the Seneca Sting here in the season opener of the 2018-19 Georgian volleyball season. I'm your host, Sterling Ivany, signing off with our color man, Brad Graham. See you next time here on the Grizzlies Game of the Week.
It was a pleasure, Sterling.